Prince George, in contrast to Princess Charlotte, who will be attending nursery near Kensington Palace in London. Little George was sent to the Westocker Montessori School in Norfolk. At the time, the royal family were living in Amer Hall in Norfolk, and the nursery was just a short distance away from the Queen's Sandringham estate, where the Georgian country house lies. The prince, who was 2 years old, was photographed arriving at the nursery in January 2016 by his mother Kate. George was dressed in a navy quilted jacket and light blue rucksack and beamed at the camera as he made his way into the Montessori. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge decided to opt for a village nursery as Prince William was working as a pilot for the East England Air Ambulance at the time. Westocker Montessori School cost the royal couple just £5.50 per hour, £33 per day, and most children who are sent to the nursery get financial help. It is in huge contrast to Princess Charlotte's nursery, which costs around £14,500 per year and has a registration cost where children can be registered from birth. A spokesman for the nursery said at the time, "We are looking forward to welcoming George to our nursery, where he will get the same special experience as all our children." Westocker was housed in a converted chapel and teaches children aged 2 to 5. At the Montessori, all 3- and 4-year-olds get free child care, and 2-year-olds only receive free child care if they are in the poorest 40% of families. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge chose to keep George's first day at nursery a secret, and no media were invited. The couple dropped their son off by themselves, and they waited until their son had arrived home from his first day at nursery before they notified the press. Prince William, Prince George's first day at nursery was a far cry from the experience of Prince William, who had dozens of reporters and photographers watching him as he arrived for his first day at nursery in September 1985. The prince wore a stripy jumper, red shorts, and red shoes as he arrived at Mrs. Minor's nursery school in Notting Hill in London, which was also a Montessori. He shares an undeniable resemblance to Prince George as he is pictured on his first day. Kensington Palace arranged their own formal photo call for the day as Princess Diana and Prince Charles dropped their son off at the London nursery. The headmistress of the school knelt down to take William's hand, who was 3 years old at the time. It was the first time a member of the royal family had attended a nursery outside the confines of Buckingham Palace. It is understood that Diana had some control over the choice of nursery for her son. Diana herself went to a nursery in Pimlico that used the Montessori method, and she wanted William to be schooled in the same way. The Montessori method of nursery education places an emphasis on independence, freedom and social development, and children are encouraged to develop at their own rate. It is a method of education which was passed on down through the generations, as the nursery George attended was also a Montessori. The fees of Mrs. Minor's nursery school at the time were £780 a year, which is equivalent to £2,200 now. Prince Charles. It is understood that Charles did not attend nursery, as at the time it was customary for upper-class children to be appointed a governess instead. Shortly before his 5th birthday, Charles was appointed governess Catherine Peebles, who undertook his education between the ages of 5 and 8. In 1955 it was announced by Buckingham Palace that Charles would attend school rather than have a private tutor. He was the first heir to be educated in that manner. Miss Peebles accompanied Charles to Hill House, a preparatory school in West London. Charles then attended 2 of his father's formal schools, Cheam Preparatory School in Berkshire, where he was aborted, followed by Gordonstoun in the northeast of Scotland. Thank you for watching.